One of the most interesting things that we have seen happen in this country in a very long time happened this week when folks from Reddit got together, saw that GameStop stock was being shorted by investors. Now, I don't want to bore you with all the intricate details. It's very hard to understand exactly what all that means, but to put it this way, investors were shorting the stock that they had been lent. And then once the stock price goes down, then they all scoop it up. They make a big profit off it when they sell it afterwards. They artificially drive prices higher or lower to benefit themselves. It's a casino. They're gambling. And they all get together and they all do this with their little hedge funds. And then Redditors said, hey, if we've each got a little bit of money sitting around, why don't we do this and save GameStop and force these people basically to go out of business? And they did. They caused billionaire investors to lose billions of dollars. Hedge funds might actually be going out of business because of what they did. It was phenomenal. It was remarkable. So what they did is they came and they bought up all the cheap GameStop stock before the shorters could come back and buy it, drove the price up well over $600 a share. And then they attempted to do it with other stocks, AMC and a couple others. But the GameStop one is really the one that kind of sealed the deal. So again, it proved that Wall Street, the stock market, is nothing but a casino for rich people. And they don't want us playing their game. But Redditors got together and they said, we're going to play the game. And we're going to play it by the same rules you do. And then the second thing they proved with all this, by actually bankrupting these hedge funds, is that all this wealth was imaginary to begin with. It didn't actually exist. When we think of wealth, we think of people in mansions, people driving Maseratis, people with billions of dollars sitting in a bank account. But apparently for a lot of wealthy people, that's not what it is. It's money that doesn't even really exist, tied up in a stock market that's also a completely made up thing, and they sell things and buy things without ever actually exchanging any money, and the things that they're buying and selling aren't even tangibles. It's all a mirage. It's fake. And it was exposed this week by a bunch of people from Reddit. That's remarkable. Now, the sad part of the story is that obviously regulators are pissed. You can do pretty much anything in this country you want except for cause rich people to lose money. If you do that, by God, they are going to come after you, and they did. Think of Bernie Madoff, right? Bernie Madoff was doing his little Ponzi scheme at the same time that other big banks were screwing over consumers, committing all these crimes. None of them went to jail, but Bernie Madoff, who was taking money from rich people, did go to jail. And every time rich people lose money, new regulations come in to make sure that doesn't happen again. So yes, the Robinhood stock trading app gets shut down for a while. There's new rules saying, whoa, you can't do GameStop anymore. We're not allowing the trading of that or AMC. They're now trying to come up with actual congressional regulations. They're begging Congress, step in and do something. They're also begging Congress, step in, bail us out. Because none of it was real. None of their wealth actually existed. That is what the stock market is. It is no longer a method for companies to raise capital to reinvest in themselves and grow. That's not what the stock market is. That's what it was supposed to be, but it's not what it is. It's a giant casino meant only for rich people, and it got exposed this week because non-rich people finally decided, we're coming into your casino and we're going to do the same things you do.